Hello, my name is Rick. Today we're going to talk about calibrating the InsiteIG suspended solid sensors. There's basically two steps to doing a span calibration: a snapshot and then a span adjustment after you get a lab result after a period of time. So basically, you always want to do the calibrations with the sensor in the process. You don't want to necessarily do what I'm doing here and pull a sample and do it on a magnetic stir. We recommend that you actually do it in the process. We feel you get a better sample. But having said that, for this demonstration, I'm going to use the stir. So with the sensor in the process again, you would simply come to the analyzer, press the menu button, come down to setup, press enter, come down to sensor 1 setup, press enter, and then you'll come down to snapshot, which is the first step of a span calibration, and press enter. Then it's going to come up and ask you, press enter to take a snapshot. It's basically just saying, are you sure you're ready to take a snapshot? With the sensor in the process, you would say yes, press enter. It's going to come up saying acquiring data. While it's acquiring data, this is a great time to actually pull your physical sample to send off to your lab, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to match the two up. So while it's acquiring data and storing it electronically in memory, that's a great time to pull your physical sample and get it ready to go to the lab. And that way it's taken at the same time from the same location. And that's important to get the best accuracy. So as you can see, there's dots along the display. Once it comes up, it's going to come up with a number it thinks it is based on its last calibration. So it comes back to the menu. It's already stored that number now, the new number. So you hit menu, go back to run, and it just runs. At this point, you would send off your lab, and then when you get the lab result back, be it the next day or whatever, then you would come back to the instrument, press menu, go down to setup, press enter. Again, down to setup sensor. At this time, you would do sensor span, press enter. It comes up with the number that it thought it was last time, 2780. Let's say the lab came back and said 3000. You just use the up arrow key, put it up to 3000, press enter. You've just stored the new curve based on your lab sample. Menu to back out, menu to back out. Once you get to run, select run. It's going to take a second or two for the buffer to fill. Once the buffer fills, it should come up with pretty close to the 3000. You can see it. And that's all there is to the calibration.